Hey friends, welcome to Untitled Coder. If you write a long R expression, understanding what happens in each step of this expression is going to be really difficult, especially when you have got a very long expression and then you have got a bug in it. So let it be a base R expression or it could be your tidyverse pipeline. So in any case, all you have to do is you have to debug one by one, and then for that you need to understand what is the result in each step. But what if you don't want to go through all those things and you have an easy way for you to understand what happens in each intermediate step? Thanks to Boomer by moodymudskipper, who is very popular on RStat's Stack Overflow community, whose real name is Anthony Fabry. So thanks to Anthony for giving us this amazing package. Currently it's not on CRAN, so there was some issue with the name, I understand. So you can install it from GitHub, and then what Boomer does it actually explodes every single step. So every intermediate step of your expression gets printed out as an output so that you can understand what's happening at each intermediate step and where it has gone wrong. So let's quickly go ahead and install the package from GitHub. So I'm using remotes. You can use DevTools if you want. Installing the package, it's not a very heavy package, so it gets installed very faster. So you can see the dependencies. I don't want anything to do, so let's say 3, and then it's installed. So after it is installed, let's load the library Boomer. So as you can see, Boomer has got two functions, boom and trig. We are going to focus on boom in this tutorial. So what boom does, boom basically, like the sound says, boom. It explodes every single step in your expression, every single intermediate step, and the result gets published or printed out. So let me start with a very quick expression. When you write 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, do you know what is exactly happening? You might not, but if you do not know, all you have to do is boom, and then you have to run it. You get the output of what is happening in boom. So this expression can start from quite simple. So you can actually see 1 plus 2, and then you can see 1 plus 2 plus 3, and then you can see 1 plus 3 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this helps you understand what is happening at every single step. So what's next? You can start from something simply small like this, and then you can start go with something slightly complicated as well. So let me pick a base R expression, slightly complicated. So in this case, we are going to do x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4, sorry, y is equal to 5, and then I'm going to say, let me execute this even for that matter. I'm going to say z is equal to x plus y into x, and then let's run this. Let's try to boom it. I'm not exactly sure if I put an expression inside it, will it execute? Okay, yeah, putting an assignment doesn't seem to help. So when I do this thing, you can see like it does y into x first, and then it does x plus y plus x. So 3 into 5, 15, and then you can see 15 plus 3, you get something like 18 as your answer. So let's try with something else where you've got a data frame involved. So if you want to subset the data frame, let's take iris as an example. So if you want to subset iris, subset of iris, or let me even do this, iris dollar species is equal to Veronica, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yeah, and of that, let's do a head. Sorry, let's pick iris, and let's do this. Yep, it runs. Okay, you don't get anything. So let's boom it and then try to see what's happening. When you boom it, you can actually see. Okay, in this case, it didn't produce anything. It's primarily because, okay, the name that I've given is wrong. Table of iris or a species Virginica. I'm so sorry, Virginica. And okay, it's quite a lot. So I'm going to say, okay, let me fall back to another example. Boom of subset of head empty cars. So this is something that that's been given in the documentation, and let's say cylinder is equal to 3, or cylinder greater than 3. When we run this, unexpected symbol and boom. Okay, let me even run this without that. Okay, it says unexpected symbol, cylinder and subset. Okay, it's because I missed out a comma. Okay, so now let's go ahead and boom it. And as you can see, so the first step, as you can see, the first step is it's doing a head of empty cars with 2 rows. So you can see there are 2 rows, and then the next is like you can see the innermost expression. The next thing, it's trying to find out wherever you have got cylinder is greater than 4, and then the final step is it's subsetting. So this is useful. So if you are familiar with AST abstract syntax trees, so it is quite similar to that, but it's more of an English where you can understand the step as an output rather than visualizing what's happening, and that is more like a computer science thing. If you're a developer, you have to see it, but this is more like even if you do not understand deep programming, you can actually see what is happening. For me personally, I think where it is more useful, I'm someone who writes a lot of tidyverse pipelines, and I think this is quite helpful there. So the good thing is it supports pipe operator from Margreter. So let me load Margreter first. Library. I mean, I can load tidyverse itself, but like make sure that you don't need the entire tidyverse for this. So I'm going to replicate the same thing first with boom, and then I'm going to show you tidyverse. So empty cars of head of 2 of then filter of cylinder greater than 4. Then when you do this thing, you can actually see, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't boom it, pipe boom it, and then you can see the steps. So what's happening at each step. So first it's trying to head it, then cylinder is greater than, then it is filter, and then finally you get the final output. So this is without tidyverse. So let me do a simple tidyverse for you. Empty cars, let me select 2 columns, one of let's pick mpg, and let's pick cylinder, and next I'm going to pick okay, let me even for that matter do head of 10 and head of 5 maybe, and filter of cylinder greater than 3, and maybe another filter of mpg greater than mean of, okay, mean of empty cars mpg, and finally let's do boom. I'm not sure if it's going to result in, okay, successful, it has resulted something. So you can see the first step, what it does is on the right side, if you could see my mouse side, so first we are doing head of 5 rows, and then it prints out select, and then like it selects the required column. So you can see that this output you have got only 2 columns, and then the next thing is you can see that it has filtered further. So because in this everything that we have got is greater than 4, you get the same thing. But if you actually write something like this, let's say greater than 6, greater than or equal to 6, then you would probably not see the same result. So when you filter it, like in this example, when you filter it, right now you have got everything. When you filter it, now you have got everything that is greater than equal to 6, and then finally you pick only mpg and then find out what is greater than mean, and then it also shows the mean. So you can see the left hand side, you can see the right hand side, and then it filters it and it says like wherever it is true, and then for the ones that you already filtered for these 4 rows, and then finally you have the output like this. And this is, you can see every single step. And let's say you want all of this in an output. So what the simplest thing that we can do is another thing that I probably forgot to say is like you can set up a shortcut as well for you to do this thing. So if you want all these things, like the easiest thing to do is render selection. So sorry, reprex selection. So once you do that thing, it's going to reproduce the output of it. So yeah, it couldn't find the function because we don't have tidyverse inside our reprex. So I'm going to just remove all these things, start with only the 2, and then do reprex. So this is to show you like what like how you can actually get the output of everything that you're seeing. So it could be where you're teaching somebody, or it could be where you're trying to debug something which in a very long pipeline, but it's going to produce the result that you want. So you can see that it's rendering reprex. Once it is done, we should be able to see everything that we just saw on the document, which is also copied to your clipboard. Let's wait and see. It's still loading, probably because it's a lot of text. Okay, let me try again. I think it's done. So you can see it's loading. You can see the entire thing is copied now. So you can see every intermediate step here. So now, like I said, like this could be something for debugging. It could be something to, explain your colleague what you have actually written. So even the tidyverse is quite English, but still somebody could be lost if they're new to this code. And Boomer just makes it much easier for anyone to understand what's happening in every intermediate step, instead of just putting print at every single step, or trying to print out the data frame at every single step after saving the data frame temporarily. So like I said, this is really handy. Thanks to Antonio for making this package available for us. I hope this comes to CRAN soon, for a lot of organizations where they cannot use install GitHub to also explore this package. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, please go ahead to the GitHub, which I'll link in the description and then start the repository and give a shout out to the developer on Twitter or wherever you are, to thank them for this wonderful package and making it open source. I hope this video tutorial was helpful to you in improving your R programming. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.